Hello beautiful people, 0 to 100 here, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing this beautiful Triumph Tiger 800 XCA. I have tested the big brother, the Triumph Tiger 1200. This is the 800, so 800cc inline cylinder engine. Much smaller version, but still a pleasure to ride. Yeah, this is an adventure bike, perfect for on-road and off-road. They say that this iteration has had over 200 modifications. As the bike stands here, this is the XCA version, spoked wheels, double overhead cams, inline 3-cylinder engine, very light, 200 kilograms for its size, so I believe it's the lightest in its class. It's lighter than the BMW, that's for sure. 221 kilos. This comes in at 200 kilos, and yeah, it's a good looking bike, right? Okay, so let's start with the front and front to back. It has got the Bridgestone Battle Wings. This is a 90 by 90 21-inch front tire, dual floating discs, Brembo dual caliper brakes in front, so 4 caliper, 2 on each side. Yeah, combined brakes, ABS switchable. Right, you can see there the protection, the skid plate protector, nice aluminium. This version, I believe it comes standard with it. Full LED lights, good wind protection. It is adjustable. I will show you guys that now. The halogen spotlights. It comes with the standard plastic handguard protectors, full TFT color screen. Crash bars offer good protection. Plastic, as with most bikes nowadays, keep it light. Beautiful engine. The swing arm, single disc caliper in the back, Nesfin, right? Brand new configuration on the exhaust, super light, comfortable seat, very comfortable seat. So it has got the new jello effect, no problems with slipping, very good. The bike itself feels quite nimble. Final drive is chain. It's got heated seats, I like that. It's got heated grips. It's got all the technology that you need on board, so ABS, traction control, several riding modes, so more than the competition, and I'll give you guys a rundown of that later on. Yeah, that concludes basically this back tire here is is a 150/70 17-inch, right? Like I said, these are the Bridgestone Battle Wing. Yeah, I love these massive foot pegs, good for off-road. Yeah, suspension, it's got a 43mm upside down forks. I like this 800 embedded in the bodywork. Good frame, good suspension. The bike itself feels better. I believe that this is a competitor to the Africa Twin. It's competitor to the BMW 850 GSA that I test rided recently. It's not as refined, I can tell you now, it's not as refined as the BMW. One thing I've noticed while riding it already, this annoys me here, always touching on the inner carve, right? I believe also it will give you a little bit of heat in hot summer months. What else can I say? Let's have a look at the display. So one thing I do like about the modern bikes are that they come with a full color TFT screen. Nice and visible. That is the rev counter, and I'll start this baby up for you guys. You've got to press the clutch in to start it up. Yeah. There you can see the revs. You've got the speedometer there. You've got your modes. Yeah, that's road, that's twisties, off-road, off-road pro, rain, custom. So you've got quite a few modes here to ride. You've got a nice gear indicator, big, nice in neutral, right? You've got ABS, switchable ABS on this bike. You've got the time, you've got the temperature, and you've got your fuel gauge over here. So all the information you need, basically. Right, you can select the rider mode. I'm going to put it on road, yeah, style 3. So I believe you can do this on the fly as well. There we go. Come on guys. So custom, rain, road, done. Yep. There we go. You've got to press the buttons to select. Okay, here you've got different styles. Oh, where's the joystick? Auto contrast, up and down. High contrast will change the color to white. Yeah, auto contrast will choose it for you. You've got average fuel consumption per 100 kilometers, right? Standards, time. You've got your cruise control there, coolant temperature. You've got range, of course. So basically, guys, I don't need to tell you. You've got all the information at your fingertips on this motorbike. Yeah. So I can see that. Yeah, the screen is adjustable on the fly. It takes a little bit of a. Oh, I see how it works. So to adjust this screen, you've got to press it forwards. You've got a spring activation there, and you can adjust the different heights on the fly. Very simple, not too bad. Yeah. So the spring is actually what locks it in place. The rear view mirrors here, very good, nothing wrong. Enough visibility, good visibility, I would say. In the rear, no problems with that whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, you've got heated grips, heated seats, the halogen globes, everything is LED, cruise control, horn. You've got your joystick for the computer settings, hazards, kill switch, and riding modes, bike setup, if you want to go into text rather than browse through the icons. Okay, that being said, let's take this baby for a ride. Let's take this baby for a ride. Let's start with the basics. The sitting position is upright, very comfortable, nice strong foot pegs handlebars nice and wide. It's got a ride-by-wire throttle, very responsive. Brakes are fantastic. Controls are easy accessible, so I like the indicator switch. It's a nice long feel to it. It goes easily into neutral, so there's no problems there. The stop standing position is very good. It's upright sitting position, comfortable seat. The bike itself is not too tall, so I am flat-footed, just slightly heels off the ground. I'm about 1.8 meters tall. The foot pegs are not really in the way, so you've got a nice wide open stance, nothing biting into the calves or to the feet, so it's very, very comfortable. The seat is super comfortable, yeah, no problems there. The seat is between 810 to 830 millimeters high, so I believe it is adjustable. It's got a nice heated seat for both rider and pillion. Again, the rear view mirrors are more than suitable. Engine super classy. It puts out 94 brake horsepower. Nothing wrong with that. For an 800cc you've got more than enough power. It's not a super fast bike, but definitely has enough. The bike itself, super nimble, does the corners nicely. No problems with that. It's got very nice lean angle. This is in 5th gear, 150, 160 kilometers. 170 kilometers. Yeah, more than enough power. So these bikes are really designed for on and off-road. Again, super easy to lean. Nice little machine. Absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I like the characteristics of inline motors. They've got a different characteristic to a twin or a single, of course, or a V configuration. It just gives you a sense of acceleration more so than the other engines, so I like that in the inline cylinders. I'm a big fan of the inline 4. This is an inline 3, of course. Acceleration and throttle response on this is really good. Clutch super smooth, suspension nice. It is a big bike, and in comparison to the BMW F850 GSA that I rode 2 weeks ago, it does have a feel that it is a bigger bike, and it's not as nimble as the BMW 850 GSA that I've noticed already. So in traffic riding, of course, no issues. You can overtake quite easily. You can filter quite easily. The suspension on this bike as well, it's good. It's not the best, Again, the BMW suspension was out of this world, one of the best that I've ridden. I do like the TFT color displays, they're really awesome. I'm going to do a little bit of more twists and turns, and then I'm going to do open road. Yeah, nothing wrong with this bike. Leans nicely into the corners, good grip. Plenty power. So in 5th gear on 6,000 revs, I open full throttle and I'm instantly doing enough. So there I've got kilometer range. I've got 71 kilometers according to the tank. It's got a 19-liter tank on this baby. I'm showing an average of let's see, doesn't have anti-cancelling flickers. The wind protection on this motorbike, the windscreen is all the way up, so I'm feeling it just above the shoulders. I can feel the wind buffeting just around above the shoulders. If I lower the screen, which I can do on the fly, it starts hitting me. Well, it's actually, it's a bit weird. So I've lowered the screen and I can feel that it's hitting me now just above the visor. Don't get so much buffeting anymore around the shoulders. And if I raise the screen, to be honest, the wind protection is good, but honestly lowering it and lifting it doesn't really make a huge difference, at least not on the motorway. So I'm a little bit surprised with that. Suspension on this bike, of course, is adjustable front and back for preload and dampening. Suspension is good. But you do feel the road much more so than on the other bikes. Now this is a competitor to the Africa Twin, of course, and the BMW. It is the smaller in the range. I rode the Tiger 1200 and I did like that bike, and I do like the Triumphs. Yeah, they've got a good reputation, they've got a good name, they've got a good brand. I love the looks of these bikes. I must say that if there is something that I'm unhappy about this bike, is that it feels a lot more square. It's not as refined. It's not as a refined, hugged seating position as some of the bikes that I've ridden. So it's got a more square feel in between the legs. You can feel the engine. It's not a problem. It's not in any way a showstopper, but your calf is hugging the motor all the time, and there is a slight heat element there. I'll be completely honest. Again, it's in no way a showstopper. It's just that your leg is hugging the motor. As a matter of fact, they've actually even put a protector. Now as you move your foot up and down, for example, I am applying the rear brake, you do feel that on your calf. It's not a showstopper in any way, right? It's just something that I have noticed about this bike. It feels a lot more crowded, if I may say so, than some of the bikes where you hug it comfortably and there's nothing protruding. This does have a little bit of protruding elements. It's got a narrow enough seat, that's for sure. It's got a nice big front fender. It does have deflectors on the side, although the wind protection is still buffeting just around the left and right ear, above the shoulders, ever so slightly. But otherwise, it's a fantastic bike, it's a fantastic motor, and I'm sure that you can have a lot of fun with this bike. The technology on board is the standard. It does have a lot more riding modes standard stock than some of the other bikes, where you have to, of course, with a BMW you need to buy the premium package to include the Enduro Pro. This, I believe, comes standard with the XCA, and I do believe that with all the different range, XR, XC, XCA, you've got to basically have a look at what is included. I do know that the quick shifter is only on certain models up. Now I can feel today is basically 21 degrees and I'm wearing jeans, no, not standard motorbike gear. I'm just wearing my normal sneakers and my normal pants, and I do feel the heat starting to pinch on my right calf. So I do believe in the hot summer days you are going to feel the heat more. If you've got your boots, of course, you won't feel that as much, but with standard jeans I can feel it starting to pinch. Again, nothing that is a showstopper. I still do love this bike. It's a good all-round package, and yeah, bikes today are so refined, so similar. Each brand has its perks, disadvantages. You've got to take the bike out for a ride. You've got to feel comfortable on the bike. Yeah, I can feel. That's the only thing. It had the same problem with the 1200. I'm standing with wide open legs at the traffic lights, 21 degrees today, and I am feeling that heat by the knees right now. So that's the only thing that's putting me off the Tiger range, unfortunately. Nice for winter, but hot countries, I'm sure it's going to be bothersome for some. For others, it's not a showstopper. Again, these reviews are subjective. It's all on personal opinion and taste. You've got to basically decide if that's going to be something that you can live with, or that you cannot. So I do like the seating position and the handlebars on this bike. It's really a nice upright sitting position. The handlebars are perfect for me. Again, I have no issues with the clutch. I have no issues with the gears. Fantastic brakes. You can't go wrong with the Brembo brakes. Everybody knows that. I do not have to comment on the Brembo brakes whatsoever. The inline, hello buddy. The inline 3-cylinder, sweet baby, sweet baby. There's enough wind to protect the rider, but at the same time there's enough wind to cool you down. I like that. It's not bothersome, but it's still not blocking everything off as much as the BMW, where I believe if you're wearing on a hot summer's day, you're wearing your bicycle gear, it could be a little bit more welcoming to get some direct wind. And this bike does it quite nicely. It keeps you cool while riding, so that's nice. Hello buddy, what's up man? Yeah, I do like the mix. I like the mix. I like the mix that this windscreen and this wind protection gives you. So as soon as you start riding, it cools you down significantly. Very nice. Okay, behave yourself. There's the police. Yep. I'm in neutral right now. Good, good. Let's check if the controls can be adjusted on the fly. So yes, the controls can be adjusted on the fly. Confirmation, tick in the box. Okay guys, so that's all I have to say. I've basically reviewed everything on this bike. Lots of good things to love about this bike. I do love the way it rides. I do like the way it feels. I do like the sitting position and the overall stance of the bike. It's a good package overall. It's got all the technical gadgets you would love on this bike. Nice mix of rider wind protection and wind to cool you down. Nice comfortable seats, heated seats, cruise control, you name it, you've got it all. You can adjust the screen on the fly. So there's all the positive things. The one negative thing again is I don't like the carve right up against the engine. I do not like the heat from the engine. That I think is a con. It's not a showstopper for me. I do believe it will be a little bothersome in very hot summer days. Is it enough to put me off this bike? I guess I live in Poland, so it's not a real showstopper for me. It's not unbearably, it's not unbearable. Unbearably bad is what I wanted to say. But I'm sure that some of you will get put off by that. Other than that, I don't have any other negatives on the bike. I do like shaft, the maintenance free. This is final drive chain, so you have to lubricate after so many kilometers. Overall, the bike is very nimble, it rides very well, good amount of torque, short first gear, easy to maneuver in and out of traffic. I will try standing position right now on this bike, because after all, this is a adventure bike. Yeah, so it's good. It's a good standing position, so you're over the handlebars like it should be. Again, it gives you a little bit of, you're hugging the bike too much with your knees, almost uncomfortable standing on this bike. Now, I've seen other reviews, of course, and they rate this as better road buys than off-road, but they do rate this bike better in road and off-road category. So that meaning that out of the Africa Twin and the BMW 850 GSA, the Africa Twin was better on the road, the BMW 850 was better off-road, but this one took the overall spot for best touring, so on and off-road. In other words, if you like to do a lot more off-road, I would say the BMW 850 GSA is the better bike. If you do a lot of touring, the Africa Twin would be the bike of choice. If you do both, this would be the bike of choice. That was not my conclusion. I do believe this bike will make for an excellent road tourer. But for me, it's not a bike I would choose. And if I had to choose from the two, I would definitely go with the BMW. Again, it handles the corners and gives you confidence in the corners. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Beautiful. And I'm surprised these Bridgestones pedal wings do give you a fair amount of confidence and grip. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay, Mr. Cyclist, be careful. Yeah, so let me wrap up. I like this bike. I like all bikes. Is it a bike for me? Personally, no. Do yourselves a favor. If you're considering, pick up a demo bike, take it for a ride, decide if the bike is for you or not. These are just general reviews. It's all subjective, it's all personal preference. You have to try the bike out before you spend the money. These bikes nowadays, packed with the technology, packed with the new features. This bike itself has taken over 200 modifications, so obviously they're going to cost an arm and a leg. These bikes are not cheap anymore, so make sure that you do the right choice and make sure that you do pick up a demo model before you ride the bikes. I do like the throttle response, I do like the quick. Yeah, it's a fun bike, fun motor. People are on their way home. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. There's lots more of reviews like this coming to you. Hit the like button, play ding dong ding with the bell so you can be notified of the next bike review I put up. These videos are free, subscribing is free. Make my day. Subscribe, hit the like button. Motivates us creators to keep uploading. Thank you for your support, and I will see you in another video. Thank you for watching. 0 to 100, over and out.